Hi everyone, welcome back to some more Cities Skylines 2 here in Wolffox, New York. It is September 1998. Since last time, I cleaned up this little historic district. It was originally Petite France. I think Petite Quebec seems a little more appropriate, seeing as this is in America. And, you know, Quebec's a little closer to Buffalo than France. You know, just a little closer. So this area actually got filled in. I'm not sure what the issue was with last time with buildings not filling in, because when I loaded in my save one of these times and all of my demand just skyrocketed immediately. So maybe it was just some sort of minor issue. I'm not sure what was going on, but I did add some more residential areas. So this is a little residential neighborhood right next to our Wolffox field office. And there's also this area over here. Game, please don't crash. There's also this area over here, Sycamore Meadows. I think this originally existed, but this is like a really small area. We might fuse these together, or at least add some more stuff out there. But this area actually got filled in, and I'm pretty happy with it. I know that they just released the German pack, which looks, by the way, amazing. You should go check it out. Personally, I don't think it's going to fit the vibe of our city that much, considering that we're in America, and I feel like that it'll just feel a little out of place. I feel like we can justify the French pack, but I want to be able to build things that we can justify. So we're going to be mostly waiting for the American packs, which I think will come out sometime in the near future. But so far, looking very good with these assets. I'm very happy with them. Thank you to the creators who made them. Thank you to Colossal Order, Paradox for getting these out. Well, I'm sure it's more like the creators, but thanks for getting this out. These are great assets. But today we're going to be spending most of our time focusing on continuing to expand this downtown area. I did actually add a small rail line here because it's literally just off this branch. I had to reconfigure some of the railways over here. We were having some backup. So I just had to, make it so that it was just a little bit better. So we actually do have a pretty good amount of rideshare. Actually, quite a bit more than I expected. So we might have to... No, that train's actually running pretty smoothly. And we only have... I think we only have enough on this line for one train. So that's good. The thing that's worth mentioning, and this is something that bothers me about Cities Skylines 2, and I don't know if you feel the same way. So let's just actually get some buildings, but it really bothers me I've lived in a few cities, so I would think it's fair to say, I think most cities, when they have a public transit network, that I don't know if I can speak for, I don't know why I said most cities. The cities I've been to, for the most part, when you go to a public transit spot, you get like an all-day pass or something like that. Usually you're able to get, you can use the bus and the train, so you can just save yourself the money. That's why I don't like Cities Skylines 2, that you can charge people for the bus and the train. I like having a whole cohesive transit network. So I imagine that the train network is free, and if people need to get locally within places that they actually need to get to, I think that they'd probably use the bus. So I charge them for the bus, because the train is probably a little more niche if they need to get between far places. But that's my justification. I don't know if you think there's maybe a better system we could do. I would say I'm trying to go for realism, but that's a stretch. But we also want to get some European variety buildings in here. I want to make sure I don't forget about those. And I think we can just put like a tall one here. And I know our demand is going to decrease, so we're going to also go for some medium row housing, and we can add some medium density housing as well. I don't think we actually have that much out here, so it's probably worth doing. And I don't think I have much of European medium density specifically, so but actually and this is maybe worth considering. So we still have the Rubik apartments to build, and did I unlock these at some point? Okay, I must not have noticed that. But we still have some North American buildings to unlock, so maybe we'll spread in some variety with these European buildings, but for the most part, we're going to keep it to American buildings. So I guess we'll just place a few like this, and then we'll get our North American buildings if I can find them. And this is also another point I want to make, if you've noticed as well. If you select theme, and okay, so for theme, if you select or deselect, then it hides and shows, right? But if you select the French pack, it only selects French pack stuff. I feel like there's some sort of cohesion that's missing here that maybe they should consider tweaking. Not a major issue, just, you know, maybe something they should consider. Just throwing that out there. If doubt any Paradox devs any Colossal Order devs are watching my videos, but this month Google has been founded, so I feel like it would be appropriate if we imagined that, you know, obviously they just got founded in this timeline, so we probably won't have a Google office building in our city, but I would like to imagine that if we wanted to, we could place a high density building, name it Google maybe not Google headquarters, but, you know, something related to Google. And I would like it to be in the downtown quadrant of my city. And I've just realized I left no space for office zones. So I'm not sure what I want to do here. I guess we'll just, let's just slap a building down if we can. Maybe, okay, so here's a good spot. If it'll actually turn out to be a tall building, I sure hope it is. And it feels like it's going to be the exact same building as the one next to it. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. There's a chance it could be bigger, but also maybe not. And this is, so it's, if there's Google branding out there, I know that there's quite a lot of asset mods out there that add some new companies. And I thought that they had originally made the game, so it's like that. So maybe I'll consider doing that in the future. But this is going to be, well, actually, it's not Google Inc. Let's actually give it the right name. It's Alphabet Inc. Well, this will be in the, you know, our city's we're going to be here a while. We're going to be here quite a while. It's, I played through a lot of the day to get through. Our city is actually growing quite a bit. I don't know if you noticed. Our population has gone up by about 3,000, I think, as I was just running and building this little downtown area. So we're getting a lot more tax revenue. And something that I did want to bring up is that I'm thinking that we do want to quite quickly eventually build the suburbs. And what I'm thinking about why I want to do that is because we have this broken out road here. We have some more train lines. And I would just like to get more of our city totally interconnected so that it's easier for people to get from like this place to here without having to go through, like, I don't know, all of here. We've been having a lot of traffic issues, mainly on, yeah, right here. This is the issue spot here, and I tried to replace this intersection with a roundabout, and, well, I don't know if it worked that much better, so maybe I should just replace it back with the intersection, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, because it was less problematic before. So definitely most of the time when I have traffic issues, just putting it on advanced split phasing and allow turning on red. I mean, if I know that there's some states, I think my college roommate lived in New Jersey, and I just want to make sure the game audio was paused. My roommate lived in New Jersey, and in most cases you can't turn right on red, I think. And also New Jersey is one of those states where you can't fill your own gas, which I think is interesting. I mean, I think some people might find that as weird or like kind of inconvenient, but I actually think that would be kind of nice. Like, I wish more states did that. I wish every state did that, but, you know, I mean, it creates more jobs. If you want to create more jobs, just got to do that. Maybe pay them a fair share, though. But I'm thinking that this is enough of that kind of talk. Let's actually go to the city. So we have a little more to build. Obviously, our residential demand hasn't gone up. That's why I'm thinking about considering doing that. But it's also worth mentioning that we could add some more commercial zones. So I think that is also a worthy contention. This hotel has not been doing well. I hope... I know that for this game, it's a lot harder for buildings to be abandoned. So that's what makes me thankful for that. But, oh yeah, let's put some commercial down here. I do like to leave blocks free because I don't really want the commercial buildings facing this street. So we can add a couple buildings here, and then I want to make sure that we leave room for a back area. I didn't. Maybe not that much gap between everything. All right, and we'll do. Usually, actually, no, I want to place it on this side street here. I don't want to place it off the avenue. Generally, I would say I try to avoid placing these kind of roads on avenues, but I'm pretty sure I did that like right over there. So I guess I'm lying. And okay, so let's just actually place some parking lots over here. This is probably like the most fun part of City Skylines 2, honestly, though, is just placing down parking lots to fill the space. And then okay, so since this is these are row housing, I feel like it would be more appropriate if we brought these down to be, say, single story or smaller shops over here. And then this area's be pretty filled in, or at least we're good on that kind of stuff. And then okay, so as we go out here, you know, this is going to be the suburbs, so I feel like we're going to take some low density office zones and not the French zones, these zones. I should place these here. I'm trying to think. I guess I don't know how many of you may watch my Minecraft videos as well as City Skylines 2. I can't equate that. But I like world building in Minecraft, right? I like doing that a lot. And I'm trying my hardest to try to think of things that I could do for City Skylines 2, but it's really hard without some of the later packs that I hope come. Like, okay, so City Skylines 1 had the sports, or it had you know, sports arenas and stuff like that. You can make your own sports team. I really hope that when they have some sort of expansion DLC, I'm not expecting that to come anytime soon, but when that eventually does arrive, I would like to be able to set, you know, separate teams. I hope that maybe they make a system that's more interesting. You know, maybe you could go, I don't know, I guess you could start as like a AAA teams. I don't I feel like they can make the system more interesting. Like, I want depth, right? That's what I'm looking for from City Skylines 2. That City Skylines 1 DLC added, right? Was that the depth to my city, not just building a ton of buildings and just, you know, like, there's no depth to this, right? I mean, I just click on a building, check its stats, you know. I mean, that's pretty much it. I would really like it if I could have more, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, more interactivity with outside connections of the city. It really feels like your city is just isolated in the middle of nowhere, and that there's nothing that drives. I've said this before, absolutely. There's nothing that drives you in this game, right? The only thing that drives you is yourself. You want to build more. You just want to do that. I wish there was like random events, like, you know, like, I don't know. I would think more people would be more likely to move into your city during the summer than the winter, if the winter months are cold. If your city's temperate most of the year, then that doesn't matter. You know, like, there should be a global economy, and there could be a recession every once in a while. I want to know that information, though. If they add that, I would like to be able to see that information. I think that would be interesting, though. I want to be able to have to respond to my city, right? I don't want to have to just sit, and for the most part, your cities run themselves. I mean, if you have a disaster, you might have to click rebuild on a building, but for the most part, that's pretty much all you got to do. I don't know if there's any major traffic issues here. This road's always doing pretty good. It's really just this area. See, if I just got rid of that, then it's really just the highway. I think it's just that it's busy more so. Like, you know, it's probably still backed up from 5 o'clock. But we could probably work on that. I think we just need to give our citizens more options. And it's really just a matter of, like I said, we just need to kind of expand this area out, bring some more roads across so that people can get between areas. We should probably try to bring I guess we could bring another expressway. So we might have to modify this route that we've already done so that people can eventually go from this expressway all the way to the downtown, which is what I would like. So I guess I got to keep that in mind, and I don't really have any good areas for that. So, okay, so we're gonna have to leave this area at least somewhat. Yeah, see, I just made that an arrow, so it's gonna be somewhere out here, the suburbs. So I think we'll be good on that. And if we can add anything else to the city before, I know I've been really bad at just like doing absolutely nothing while I'm playing City Skylines 2. So I'm at least trying to add some buildings, but it's really bad when my only demand is low density residential, and I feel like I have more low density residential than I want. Or maybe not necessarily that I want, then like, I don't know. I feel like I have a decent amount of low density residential, but I don't know. We'll have to keep adding some more. So next time we'll definitely be adding the suburbs. We might have to take out some loans to do that. If we do, that'll be all right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next Cities Skylines 2 video. Have a great night. Peace.